Sup, you beautiful bastards?
Hope you're having a fantastic whatever day it is. Does anyone even know what day it is anymore? So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about how I got to make merch for a famous YouTuber and a little bit about my process and how I make balloon drawing. I filmed this entire video using my phone in time-lapse mode, so I apologize that everything is sped up. These are the only clips I have, unfortunately, of the process of this design, so I hope that another video won't be like this in the future. When I first found out what Copic markers were, I was super interested in learning how to use them, but it was never something that was taught to me. I didn't know what to do, how to blend them, and working with paint, specifically oil paint, you work dark to light, and with Copics, I have my own method. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but personally, I like to lay down my mid-tone and then I put down my shadows or my darkest colors that I'm gonna be using for that letter or that piece, and make sure that I don't overwork it and leave a lot of white space because I can always go in and fill that white space later if I need to. When I feel like the balloon is completely finished, I go in with a white jelly roll pen and add highlights where I think they should be. I first heard about this YouTuber like 3 or 4 years ago, but my boyfriend has been watching him for about 10 years, so he's the one that introduced me to his channel. My boyfriend saw a tweet from this YouTuber saying they were looking for artists to make merch for the next drop, and my boyfriend tagged me in the tweet. But since I was at work, I think I saw it a little bit late. So once I replied, I went back to work for a little bit and then noticed that this YouTuber had followed me, and I got so excited and nervous. When I got home from work that night, I made sure that my portfolio was up to date. I was scrambling for hours this night. I wanted to make sure that everything was absolutely perfect before I sent any work to him. I have a separate site for my portfolio that's not on my website where I sell things. I personally like those two things to be separate. That way I can send a link if someone wants a portfolio or a different link if someone wants to shop with me. I was really nervous. I honestly didn't think that he was going to reply or he was going to be interested in my art. So after I made sure my portfolio was as perfect as I could absolutely make it, I sent a link in the thread to Philip DeFranco and also sent it in a DM just in case he missed my reply. I know I like to go through threads and read people's replies, so if anyone came across the link and decided to click on it, that's another plus. He replied to my DM pretty quickly, I want to say within a day or two, and we discussed his ideas that he had for this project. He told me he wanted to do Emotionally Exhausted in balloons. These balloons are hand-drawn, they're not like digital, so it does take me a little bit of time to complete projects like this, especially since both words were so long. I didn't really know how long it was going to take me, so before I even started, I did a letter and timed myself and then multiplied that by the total amount of letters there were in the project just to get an idea of how much time it would take to complete this project. Right after that, these balloons actually inspired me to make another piece with the upside down smiley balloon that's kind of deflating, since that's how 2020 has felt all year. So I got a 5x7 sheet of marker paper and started filling this entire sheet of paper with the deflating balloons over and over and over again until I thought that the piece looked finished, and then I went in with a background color and just filled in all the spots that didn't have a balloon in it. I posted it right after I sent Phil the final Emotionally Exhausted balloons, and he saw the tweet, he liked the design, and he ended up getting that design from me also. The deflating balloons took me 4 hours total The emotionally exhausted balloons took me 14 hours total. So together, 18 hours total for this project. When I went to send him the final version of Emotionally Exhausted, I was really nervous, and I started doubting myself. I started picking out things that were wrong with it. He replied and he let me know that he loved it. His design team actually went in and made a few changes, but they were tiny, like subtle changes. They made the pieces look way better. Overall, this was an amazing experience. I'm still really excited about it. I really hope that people enjoy looking at them or feel like they can relate. These two posters I actually printed at home myself, since I print all of my artwork myself. The poster sizes I have, or the biggest size my printer can even print, is 13 by 19. So these posters are both 13 by 19. The posters that are sold on Phil's website are 18 by 24, so they're actually a lot bigger than the two that you see here. You can order these posters, if they are still available, on phillislove.com. I'll link it in the description below so you can check them out.